It's Monday. Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News at noon. This weekend was the busiest 3 days of ski season so far on I-70, and the busiest 3 days since early October. More than 127,000 cars traveled the tunnels Friday into Sunday. That's 27,000 more than last weekend. This weekend was almost as busy as all 4 days of Thanksgiving. It was still slower than the same weekend last year, though, but just barely. And that's been the story of ski season so far, slower than last winter by a few thousand vehicles most weekends. A healthcare pro, a businessman, a library board member, and the mayor of Breck are frontrunners for county commissioner. Eric Mamula, Susan Fairweather, Mitch Rehnquist, and Teresa Bucci are running to fill a seat left empty by Elizabeth Lawrence. She resigned earlier this month. The local Democratic Party will vote on her replacement. Summit Sheriff's deputies arrested 2 men in Copper late last week for a nasty fight. Both are charged with second-degree assault with intent to cause serious bodily harm. Another man is wanted in Breckenridge for first-degree assault with a deadly weapon. A 67-year-old woman was gored by a mule deer just outside of her front door Saturday in tiny Silver Cliff. That's a town west of Pueblo. Local authorities believe the deer attacked when it was eating breadcrumbs the woman had tossed for birds. 6 criminals accused of catalytic converter theft were busted recently for theft, laundering, and organized crime. The 6 are tied to Elevation Auto Core. That shop was a front for reselling stolen parts with ties to gangsters in Colorado and Las Vegas. Some water advocates are lambasting a state task force for failing to, quote, meet the gravity of the crisis on the Colorado River. This from the Denver Post. That work group is making 8 recommendations on ways to address drought and water demand. 7 of them, though, they only tweak existing programs like infrastructure upgrades and turf replacement. Southwest Airlines will pony up $140 million for a holiday meltdown last year when more than 2 million people were stranded by canceled flights. Most of that money is going to future compensation. It's what the feds are calling an incentive to avoid another meltdown. The airline itself said it already lost about $1 billion from reticketing and refunds. Avalanche danger remains moderate today at most elevations in Summit and the Vail area. Check the forecast for details. In sports, the Avalanche beat the Sharks last night 6-2. Today, the Nuggets are playing the Mavericks at 7. American skier River Radames was 14th this morning at giant slalom in Italy. That was the best finish for Team USA. Switzerland's Marco Odermatt won his second GS in 2 days. Yesterday in France was Women's Super G, where young Laura Masuga was top American in 17th. 6 other American women did not finish. Italy's Federica Brignone won. Another year, another D2 championship heartbreak for School of Mines football. The Ore Diggers got blown out Saturday. They lost 38-7 to Harding of Arkansas. And in local sports, brought to you by Cassandra Schultz and Associates with American Family in Dillon, Summit High boys basketball dominated Battle Mountain on Saturday, 74-43. Girls basketball lost a pair of tournament games to Alamosa and Centauri. Phil Lindemann, Krystal 93 News.